Hello everybody and welcome to this video. As you can see, I'm in uniform. That means we have something special here. Well, trusty throwing enough to show off what we got today and have some fun. Just in case you're wondering, I have been debating on this particular box. I technically already bought something, and you might have seen it in the background too. However, after doing some research, I figured this is probably my mistake to get this because of just how important it is. And also, there's a couple of things. So here we go. Oh shit. U.S.S. Enterprise, NCC 1701. And it's the refit. Plus, look at that. It comes with a shuttlecraft model too. So this is kind of a big deal. But before we get into this, I do want to show off one other thing. Check this out. It also came in today. Terminator 2 Judgment Day, the arcade game. That's right. Now, there are technically three of these on the there actually I should say there are four of these on the market right now for home consumers and stuff. There's this handheld version right here for the Game Boy, and it does work, but my Game Boy has lost its start button, so there's about half my games I can't even play. Luckily, I have that HD system I did those unboxing of, and I intend to play this on it. No matter what, I'm going to get probably a Game Boy SP so I can play both these and the advanced titles, on their own. But this is actually cool because this is very rare to find. And in case you're wondering, it costs a whopping like 40 something bucks, but it's very rare. I've only seen a couple of screenshots from this game, so I am curious to find out what what's going to be like. All right. With that being done, we'll also take a look at compare it to this in size as well as other quality. All right, before we get to the unboxing, let's take a look at the case. Yeah, and I'll show you some other reasons why I'm very, very happy to be getting my hands on this one because there's a lot. All right, oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, it's kind of upside down. Now, the cool thing is this also comes with a movie era shuttle, so that's really nice. And this is not a small model either. 22. So let's compare. All right. We've got our trusty throwing knife. Let's go in. All right. Oh. And there's some more models from their company. We have a set of three. There's a Klingon and a Cardassian. Nice. All right. I think that's probably the Galor. So yeah. And as some person put it, yes, I do like Star Trek. I am a fan, and I actually do know what I'm talking. All right. It's pretty nice. This will probably be my thumbnail when I make one. Because I am going to do that. All right. I'm bringing the cover off. And let's take a look at the size real quick. Okay, it's just a Starfield. But that's pretty cool. All right. Well, definitely, I have a feeling I'm going to enjoy making this. All right. There's our stick. Damn, that is a wow. And there's clear pieces. This may not be the exact one I remember as a kid, but this is no laughing matter. All right. And just to give you an idea of what we're talking about, this is my Constitution refit from Polar Lights. Bad. The decal work has been a bit of a pain because there's been pieces that haven't gone quite well. Her name and so forth isn't on, but well done. As you can see, the end sort of moved in, but very small, yet highly detailed. However, as you'll also notice, there are also these really big clear pieces right there, and even the deflector dish. In fact, oh, it feels loose. I didn't know that. Even though it's size, it's still very well detailed. I forgot where I got this. I think I got it from a shop or something. But overall, she's pretty nice still. She's got this small stand though, which still kind of makes me. I mean, and look at that. That should give you an idea of just what we're dealing with here in terms of the size. Now, remember all that you just saw, and bear in mind this. This is the Enterprise's saucer section for this particular model. Jesus Christ. This saucer section is almost the entire size of this model for crying out loud. Look at that. That's that's shit. Oh, and oh, damn. Well, I just recreated a scene from from Beyond. Holy shit! Holy shit! No. I'll fix that later. Oh my god! Look at how look at how big. This is just the saucer section, and also check this out. I don't know if we can see it or not. Hold on. Most of the construction here is just what I remember as a kid with the earlier versions of this particular big model. See how big it is? It's actually pretty thick too. But take a look. You can actually see the decking, the plating and stuff. It's actually pretty well done. This is incredible. And I love these big models because it makes the painting and everything so much better. And as you can also see here, you've got these are where like the window sets would go in. And as you can see here, it just goes pretty sweet. And pretty huge too. All right. There's our engineering and drive section. See how big that is? On the other side, we have both the shuttle and we have the neck and the torpedo firing mechanics. That's pretty cool. And on the bottom, we have both the nacelles and their struts. And there's a lot here. And look at how big those nacelles are. That's hard not to be able to paint that. The other thing I should point out is that there's not as many clear pieces as you would think. And look at the size of the Bassard collectors right there. That's freaking huge. And I don't see. Hmm. Okay. I bet it's in here. Wait, there's a shelf. There's a back. Ah, there it is. There's something else? Look right there. There's the impulse engine. There's like some, and there's the torpedo point. Look at how big that torpedo point is, even though it doesn't look that big here. Remember that this is a pretty substantial model compared to this. That's freaking huge. I mean, look at that. I can literally, that's how small the polar lights one is compared to how big this one is. And these are ones you don't even have to paint. Look at that. Look at the color and the lighting going over the plating. And that's all natural, which as this has to rely totally on the cowls to pull off. It does have at least the sections, but that's it. There's none of the same sort of Aztec painting. They had to recreate that all in decals, which by the way, I did section by section on this thing. I give this one a couple of credits. One of the biggest things is, of course, that you have these clear pieces that are easier to paint. And you can paint them internally, which actually is kind of cool. So that's pretty cool. But this thing is huge. I definitely cannot wait to see how how big this one is because I remember this was a pretty decent mall. I mean, and it was just huge. So I can't wait. I forget what the stands were like, but this is a freaking huge model. It's definitely going to be a fun time to build. And yeah, I know it's a little dusty, but they've been on display for a while. uh, and of course, I love the fact it's got a shuttle and everything. It's huge. This is exactly what I was hoping for. And I'd like to find other models this big too. I mean it too. That's important. The Polar Lights one, again. They're just, I mean, they're so small. First of all, they can be a pain in the butt when you're painting them, which let me tell you is not a joke. And sometimes they're in even more pieces than they need to be. I mean, this nacelle alone has entire sections that are just, that are harder to get in and stuff. And also because they're so much smaller, it's harder to paint in them too. So, yeah, there's that. And, because most of them are snap togethers, though, it does give you some little advantage in the work department, but it can still be a pain in the butt. Whereas these AM type ones, you can actually do a little bit more. And although most of the newer ones do have, as you can see here, sections for clear pieces, they aren't as insane as you would think. And as you can see here, because this one is actually pretty decently sized, the paint job is actually going very easily. It's not finished, not even close, but it does look better than my original version. There's still more work to be done, and as it turns out, I've just started to do some of the work on the dorsal plating. Well, and this is like ventral, so you know, just let that sink in. And there's still a lot of work to do. There's also a lot of decisions. So that's pretty cool. But it also means I can build them a lot. And in case you're wondering, they're also really, really effing small ships they make. I mean, right out loud, one nacelle is the same on this polar lights one, is the same as this particular ship in terms of length. That's kind of scary. That's kind of scary. So even this is like a minimum size versus like itsy bitty. But at least it's not this itsy bitty. I mean, with this one, you can get away with that decal stuff. But as you can see, it's freaking, it's still freaking hard to work with. I got this set. It came with the Reliance and the Klingon battle cruiser, and of course the Enterprise. So, eh. But anyways, even this Enterprise from Strange New Worlds is not finished. There's still a lot of work to do here. I don't even have the deflector dish in or the aft parts. And a few areas haven't been painted down, and that's because, I'm still a little worried about how I'm going to do a few things. All in all, it's a great time for me. I get to build these wonderful models. I get to have fun. And this is one hell of a buy. It's like right around $40 on Amazon. They pop in and out. I would recommend this for anybody because this, just from the size of the box, is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a pain in the butt in a few areas, but otherwise it's fun. And I can't wait. And I have a feeling I'm probably going to put like little glow in the dark paints and a couple of these lights on the saucer section, which will probably help out. But either way, like and subscribe, hit the bell for notification, and I will see you guys later. Bye.